I got a new team for 2024. So that team is not a technically new team, but it's Apeks again. So maybe a little bit of surprise to you, and maybe surprise to all of you, I don't know. But basically, why I chose this team? Well, I chose it for multiple reasons. I received a couple of offers, especially from international team, but also pretty much every regional team from Czech and Slovakia. So, as I said when I was benched in the video on this channel, I said that main goal for me is to participate at first CS2 major, and I want to be there. I want to be fighting for the trophies or fighting for the playoff spots and basically be present at the major. And I feel like out of all the invites that I've received, I feel like Apeks is the one where it's most likely to get to the major and perform. So this is why I chose Apeks, and you know, I'm already familiar with the organization. I know how things go there. I'm familiar with most of the players that I'm going to play with, besides Sense, obviously. Quite hyped to represent these colors. Obviously, this is short-term contract right now. So I'm signed under Apeks only for 4 months until the end of the major cycle. So once we're out, I'm done, I'm gone. I'm not gonna play with them anymore. So this is just purely for the major cycle. We will see what happens then. But for now, I'm in the Apeks jersey again. Why they approach me? This is a little bit puzzling, but basically one of the main reasons probably is the RMR slot. Obviously, you guys know we were at the semi-final of the last CSGO major, which gives us RMR spot for the next major qualifier, which is going to happen this February. But since we changed so many players, JL left, now Kixan left, and I was benched, there was no longer the core of Nog and Kixan that would hold the spot, and one of these players have to bring to Nog and Jacob, which in the end can only be me really. So I'm coming back in order to retain this RMR spot and dodge all the online and offline and closed and open qualifiers that lead up to the RMR event, which honestly are one of the hardest qualifiers there are in Counter-Strike and maybe whole esports. Also, one of the reasons why they approached me is probably the good experience from the past. I was pretty hardworking. They have good relationship with me despite me being benched. I said it was due to poor performances, which I'm working on daily, really hard. Pretty much every day I'm putting some kind of effort into individual performance while I'm benched. So I hope I can elevate my gameplay a little bit in this kind of sense. So I don't want to purely talk about Apeks, but also about the other offers that I've received. There were mostly international teams, but it's not anything like too crazy. I obviously value every single one organization that approached me, that they were interested in me, but in the end I decided to go for Apeks for the reasons I already stated before. Now, the time of the competition I've had for about 3 months, and I was on the bench and I learned a lot of things. I learned some stuff that I want to avoid in the future. So I'm hopefully bringing that into 2024 at the start and learn from my own mistakes, probably make team perform better and make sure that I really am bringing a value to the whole team, not to just my gameplay and be like solo guy that just tries to win the game on itself. Nah, this is not how it's supposed to be. This is not how we are going to get far into the major. So I'm coming back in order to help the whole team perform better. So how am I going to be different from old STYKO that you guys know? Well, I think I want to try to be more initiative. I'm going to be talking about in-game stuff right now, so I'm going to be trying to bring my own ideas more often, try to push for them, try to be more vocal. And Sense is going to be the in-game leader for the team, which is super young. He's not very, he's not very experienced. So I'm going to be bringing him up to speed as well. In these kind of terms, I'm always open to help him because I was IGL a little bit before and it was tough. I understand how tough it is. So I want to be there as a kind of guy that he can lean on whenever he needs support or come up with some advice or something. But I think in general, this is going to be good collaboration because I can, how do you say it in English? How the f—
One eternity later.
Oh my God, what is the word for it? I can't remember the word, it doesn't really matter. I can sympathize with him, I can get into his skin. I can be like empathetic for him. so I know how it is. Another thing, I already mentioned it briefly before, but I want to win the championship or get far as possible into the major as possible by being not a perfect player, but by being a perfect teammate. So this is what I try to convey, this message into the whole team. I'm always going to be there to help them, but at the same time, I need to push and be more aggressive with my own ideas, own style of play. And I want to translate what I learned over these 3 months on the bench into the actual gameplay, because I understand that the performance of mine wasn't perfect when I was benched. So we're not going to get far into the major if I play like that. So I want to avoid that at all costs, and I've been working hard, so let's put it into test. I am also going to go 110% into this. My commitment is just through the roof, and I completely understand that this might in the end lead to a burnout or some situation where I just hate playing, but we'll figure it out as we go, because as I said, this is a short-term contract, 4 months, and I would hate myself if I don't put 110% into this. I will regret it until the end of the career. And also new stuff, Apeks is now working with mental coach, which is Mia, and I'm hoping to collaborate with her closely and with the rest of the team as well to squeeze the best performance out of me, out of my teammates. And I'm really looking forward, because I don't know what to expect, but I think it's gonna be fun. Let's start with the goals. And start with a personal one. Personal goal for me is to make Apeks regret that they signed only 4 months with me. Don't get me wrong, this might sound a little bit, offensive or eager, but if you think about it, I'm so glad for the opportunity that they're giving me, but at the same time, I want to make them so proud of me, or so they feel the mistake that they didn't sign long term. Basically, I want to outperform their expectations, and I think that's a good, at least, where you want to do as good as possible to impress people around you and push the boundaries of what they think of you, what they think you're capable of. You're just you're just gonna shut the haters. For the team goal, so we didn't really talk about it just yet, but I can pretty much tell without talking to them what the goal is. To the major, get as far as possible. Obviously, we will take it step by step. So getting through the armor, then getting top 16, then getting top 8, and then top 4. And then, yeah, this is how we're gonna take it step by step. Map by map, round by round probably. Play good Counter-Strike. This is what really, truly matters to me. Because even though we lost at the semifinal against Vitality, I feel like we were playing good Counter-Strike, which I was really proud of, even after losing. So this is what I want to perform at this major as well. Be proud of what we're doing on the server, make it nice for the viewer, make it entertaining, and win. Now let's talk about future of this channel. So this is a little bit, sketchy, but I want to talk about it nonetheless. Well, I am going to invest a lot of time into team practice from now on, and learning and playing individually. So the content side will be pushed away a little bit, but not to the point where I just completely abandon the channel. I truly make these videos out of my own enjoyment, my own pleasure. It helps you guys, it motivates me. So this will be probably only one of very few activities that I will do to kind of cool down from Counter-Strike.
Cool down from Counter-Strike to make videos about Counter-Strike? What's the point here?
Well, to me, it's kind of nice, I like learning about this stuff. So to me, this is time off. I'm glad that it is this way, because that will allow me to create content, let's say, even through in-game stuff, let's say highlights or communication videos or videos from the bootcamp, stuff like that. I'm looking forward to those. So this channel will definitely still keep going. I will keep uploading. It's just maybe I will tone it down from 3 videos a week into 2 videos a week or 1 video a week. We will see how it goes. We will decide that when I know my own schedule, and I will know what awaits us, basically. Future of streaming / coaching is a little bit different. I don't think I will have too much time for coaching stuff, so I'm going to put that on hold for now. Obviously, I will make sure that everyone that already purchased a coaching course or a lesson with me or a session with me will be equally rewarded for it. So we will do that one, but I'm going to close the commissions for now. And streaming is a little bit different. Usually what we do on stream is different from the other streamers in CS2. So we are watching demos, we're actually learning. Basically, I would be doing that even if I wasn't streaming. I decided that I was streaming to make it more interactive and more fun for me. Watching demos on stream is going to be still there. I feel like maybe a little bit less, maybe going from 3 streams a week, it will go down to 1 stream a week, but it will still be there because I will watch demos anyway. So might as well just hit that live button in OBS. So if you guys want to see that, visit my Twitch channel. I'm gonna be live there a couple of times a week, hopefully, maybe 1 time only. It really depends on the schedule, as I said, but main priority right now is my team, Apeks, getting to the major, and watching demos will never hurt. It will give me a couple of ideas, it will show me how I want to play, maybe I will note down some stuff that I will actually implement into the game. It's always nice. Let's watch together, okay? Let's learn together. So, I think that's it. This was a little bit ramble video, but still, thank you for sticking through. I will invite you now to join me on this journey to get to the CS2 major. I will try to be, again, as transparent as possible with our team efforts, team practice, individual practice. So before we end the video, just a quick shout out to everyone, you know, supporting me through the bench, through the career. Right now, I hope you will still support me in the Apeks jersey once again, and let's make a history happen.